Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to Baseball Head. Hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. Now we're going to talk about curses in this video, and we're going to talk about it coming up right now. There's been some talk today that the Mets are cursed. How can a team lose the way they've been losing and not have some kind of supernatural thing going on? Well, I'm going to tell you why that this whole thing with curses is nonsense. First of all, the game is played by people, and people are flawed. They make mistakes. They screw up. And the reality is, it's because of the people that are in place, and that is why this Mets team that we love, is doing so poorly. Now, over the next couple of months, we're going to find out very quickly what this particular human that's running the team, David Stearns, thinks of this group. Now, he said on Friday during the Mets broadcast that they were still in the evaluation stages of this team and of this season. I would think, and I would hope, that they will do the right thing and start to seriously consider moving some of the players out of here and bring in players that can do the job. Now, when people talk about curses, it is a way to sort of exonerate the players that they have no control over what's going on. It also tells the front office that, well, you can't do this right, you can't do that right, it must be a curse. So no matter what, first of all, no matter what you do, the outcome is already preordained. It's not preordained. That's the first thing. Second thing, it gives you an excuse to not give your best. And when you get already a built-in excuse not to do your best, well, no matter what I do, it's not going to work out. Then you're going to get the same result over and over and over again. Now let's talk about Reed Garrett for a second. Reed Garrett had been pitching really well this season up until the last 6 games. But prior to him pitching so well in the first month of April and the first half of May, prior to that, he was a terrible pitcher. He had an ERA over 7. Coming into the season, he had an ERA of 7.84. If you are doing that, you're not a very good player. You're not a good major league player. Right now, he is becoming who he has been in his career, and that's been a fringe major leaguer. He's been a journeyman reliever. And this is what you get from journeyman relievers. You get bad performances. And the thing, and I've said this, and I said the Mets need to be very careful when they used him. But we have a couple of issues here. We have a closer who's coming back from a major injury. He's still trying to find his fastball. He's been kind of demoted. And then also the Mets have lost due to injuries, which is a part of sports. Injuries is a part of sports. And Brooks Raley has been lost for the season due to Tommy John surgery. Now, when you lose these players in key spots, you're going to have to ask a guy, a journeyman, to take on more than he should be. Okay? Reed Garrett should not have been pitching in the 8th inning. And if the Mets had a reliable lefty, other than Jake Diekman, who walks the ballpark, the Mets would have been able to get through that inning. They just need one more out to get through that inning before Bailey hit that grand slam. But you're asking Reed Garrett to do something that he's incapable of doing. That is not a curse. That is reality. And the reality is that he's not been a very good major leaguer up until the last month. And people have been lauding him and just throwing praises. But it's more than just April, and it's more than just September. You have to be able to do it during the rest of the season. Now, he's shown in his major league career that he's not that. He's just a journeyman reliever, to be honest with you. And when you rely upon a guy like that, it's going to burn you. Is it a curse if Francisco Lindor is only hitting 197? Is it a curse if Pete Alonso is striking out with men on base? Is it a curse if a guy like Jeff McNeil, who won a batting title 2 years ago, can't hit over 250? It's not a curse. Who's cursing them? Who's put that curse on them? It's just lousy baseball. It's lousy play. And we have to stop making excuses and say, well, it's just going to happen. That's a bunch of nonsense. That's superstition nonsense. Is it a curse that Christian Scott pitched well and he got a no decision? No. The relief corps did a lousy job last night. They've been pitching really well. But a key guy that had been pitching well, who has not been a good reliever in his career, is pitching to what he is in the majors. It's no curse. Is it a curse that Starling Marte is getting old before our eyes? Is it a curse that he can't make the plays in the outfield like he used to be? This was a guy that was a Gold Glove outfielder with the Pirates. And in the first year, he played well, defensively, offensively. Is it a curse that he gets injured? Is it a curse that any player gets injured? No, it's part of baseball. It's part of sports. So if other people are saying that the Mets are cursed, it's just a simple way of saying, oh, we can't do nothing about it, but you can do something about it. And one of the things you could do is you build a good organization. All this is built by people. The team is built by people. The roster is built by people. The ballpark is built by people. People aren't perfect, okay? And we want perfection in this, but, it's going to take time. And the Mets have been shuffling people in and out of here like crazy for the last 7 years. They've had 7 general managers, 6 managers in the last 7 years. That is unsustainable. That is not luck. That's not that's not a curse. That's just bad management, bad front office, and you're just going to have to do a better job. You got to get stability here. Once you get stability here, then things will turn around. They were very good 2 years ago because all these players came together and they played well. Since September of 2022, folks, the Mets are 99 and 121. They are many games under 500. That is a .440 winning percentage. That is not a curse. That is who they are as a group. The group of Pete Alonso, Jeff McNeil, Brandon Nimmo, Francisco Lindor, Edwin Diaz, and the rest of them are a lousy team. They're not a cursed team. They stink. They stink. That is the reality of it. Anyone coming to tell you that the team's cursed, Reed Garrett's not cursed. He's just a lousy reliever. He's a journeyman. He's a journeyman minor league reliever. He hadn't pitched in the major leagues in a long time, from 2017 to 2021 or whatever it was. But now, because he pitched so well, people say, well, now he's cursed. He's not cursed. He's just not that good. Good players play well. Bad players play lousy. It's as simple as that. This Mets team, this is not a good group. I've not gotten to a point of basically throwing them out of here yet, but we're getting awfully close now. Last year I told them, losers, this group is a losing team. They are losers. And this team, this is not a curse. This is the reality. And that's the bottom line. Now let me know what you think about this video. And of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. We'll have plenty of stuff like this as we go along. We'll have plenty of shorts. We'll have live streams and guests and everything else. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.